Hey, so this holiday season, there were some adults that were left out of the gift giving, and I'm not talking all adults. I'm talking one adult or two adults out of a group of adults where some of the adults got gifts and the other adults didn't. And I'm curious what people think about that. I have very strong feelings on this, and that's because of things that happened in my childhood. For example, when I was 7, my step grandma got a dress for my cousin. She wanted me to try it on to make sure it fit before she sent it up to my cousin. And she says, "It's pretty, isn't it?" And I said, "Yes." And she said, "I have to spend more money on her because she's my real granddaughter." I was 7. No concept of how much things cost. Wouldn't have known that more money was spent on her. But there she was telling me. I sure understood what those words meant, though, and it did not feel very great. I'm a child of divorce, obviously, if I have a step grandma, and I was an only child at my mom's house, and at my dad's house I have three siblings, and they had gone on a vacation to New York City amongst other places up and down the coast, and they came back after having gone to see the Statue of Liberty, and they're talking about their trip, and I'm over there visiting, and my siblings all got a Statue of Liberty flashlight. They didn't even think to bring one back for me. So I've often felt left out, like the forgotten child, like I wasn't nearly as important or special as other people in the family. And I can imagine that that's how these adults were left feeling on Christmas when they were left out of the gift giving for whatever reason. So maybe the person who chose not to get them a gift had some sort of valid reason in their mind, but I find it to be kind of cruel to bring gifts for everybody and then leave one or two people out because that's just not how I choose to do things in life. I would go out of my way to not leave somebody out in a situation like that. As a matter of fact, I did have the opportunity to not give somebody a gift because they are somebody that I have no intentions of spending my time around or contributing to their life. I do not want them to contribute to mine. However, we were going to be together for the holiday, and I just did not feel right not getting that person anything. So I got a card, I wrote a heartfelt message in it, and I stuck a $5 scratch off in there. And it's not a lot. It wasn't a lot of money, but for somebody that I intended to do nothing for because I have no desire to be around that person, it was a lot. And so I'm curious, would you leave some of the adults out in your gift giving? Why? Why would you do that? Please feel free to drop your answers in the comments. I don't think there's any right or wrong answer, but if you are the type of person that would leave somebody out, maybe you want to consider the impact it's going to have on that person. Because for me, even if I don't like somebody, if I'm going to be around them for something like that, I'm going to do what I consider to be the decent thing and get them a gift and not leave them feeling left out. I love you guys. Tell me what you think. Thanks.